Hi there. I wanted to make a little video here about this first assignment about the unit circle. This is really part of a long story about the unit circle, so we're really starting at literally square one about this. So the unit circle here is this circle with the radius of 1 plotted on the XY axis. And we're going to learn about this because it's a really valuable and rich, multi-layered tool for understanding trigonometry. So I've created a little bit of a link here, not a little bit, I've created a link to a Geogebra application that you're going to want to open up. And here's the link right here. Maybe you've already checked it out. So just to give you a few insider tips on how to use that for this assignment. Before we go to that though, just look at the problem here. It says complete the coordinates for each point on the unit circle shown below. So that's about as basic as you can get. I want you to look at those points and tell me the coordinates of those points. It couldn't really get too much more basic. But here's how you use this app, because we'll be using it for a lot more interesting and complicated things. All right, so if you go to this app here, it takes you to this page. Actually, you probably don't see that segment or that angle marked yet, but you just see a circle with point B. This is kind of like Desmos if you're unfamiliar with this GeoGebra thing. There's a panel on the left side that's got a bunch of information about the stuff that's in the graphing field there on the screen. So you see point B there, and you can drag point B around. You can use your stylus or your finger and just drag point B around. And what you'll notice right away, I'm hoping, is that right there, you see at the top of that panel, point B, it's got the X and Y coordinates showing. All right, so since our first assignment really is just to put down the X and Y coordinates of points, that's all you got to do. So that first one, if you look at it again, said point B has an X coordinate of 0.57, and like, what's the Y coordinate? Okay, well, that's all we got to do. If I make the X coordinate of point B 0.57, all I got to do is kind of record what the Y coordinate is. All right, so let's do that. So 0.57 for the X coordinate puts it right about there. All right, oops, that always happens. So 0.57, let's do that one more time, try to get it right exactly. It's 0.82, right? There you go, 0.82, so let's go back, and then point B then has an X coordinate of 0.57 and a Y coordinate of 0.82. All right, so that's a pretty easy thing to do. Do that a few more times. Do this one here. So you should have 4 points on the circle and 4 X and Y coordinates of those points. So you can finish that. The next part of this assignment is looking at the angles and a little bit more stuff about that unit circle GeoGebra app thing. So let's go back to that. Notice that we've got some angles, and what I'm asking for here is the X and Y coordinates of the point. It's called the terminal point. B on our GeoGebra app there is called a terminal point for reasons that you will learn. And we're moving it around, different angles around the circle. So we need to be able to observe the angle measurements there on that GeoGebra thing. All right, so let's check this. Let's check that out. So you can see here that if you touch over there on the left-hand panel, the second bubble down, like that one there, just touch that bubble, and it puts in the line segment AB. All right, that's going to be useful. And then at the very bottom of this panel is another thing. It's called alpha. It's the Greek letter alpha. And when you touch the bubble there, it's showing you the angle measurement. Okay, so this is what we're looking for this next part of the assignment, is using these two things. Okay, so when you can see when you move it around, you can see the angle changing along with the X and Y coordinates now. So that first one was at cosine, the angle was 60 degrees. So let's see if we can get pretty close. Oh, look at that, almost nailed it exactly. There we go. All right, it's really hard to let go of the thing, and all right, that's close enough. 60.1. All right, the X coordinate is 0.5 and the Y coordinate is 0.87 up there at the top of that left-hand panel. All right, so that's what I'm going to put in my next question here. All right, 0.5 was the X coordinate, and 0.87 is the Y coordinate. All right, so there we go. The next thing is to look at a calculator and figure out the cosine and the sine of 60 degrees. All right, let's do that. cosine. Hello, there we go. Calculator. Okay, so cosine of 60 degrees is 0.5. Well, that's pretty nice. Okay, let's go back and put that in. Cosine is 0.5 again. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the sine of 60 degrees. And there we go. Sine 60 is 0.866. So that would round up to 2 decimal places as 0.87. Okay, 0.87. Look at that. It's the same number. I can't make the letter 8. There we go. 0.87. Okay, so that was cool. That's what you'll do on the rest of these, and you will definitely see some patterns. Okay, there's going to be no surprises here about the patterns that you will see. You will definitely see some patterns, but part of this assignment's goal is to just make you as familiar as possible with all the different little parts of this thing we're calling the unit circle. So it is definitely repetitive in what I'm asking you to do here at the first part and in other parts too. And that's on purpose, and I'm sorry if repetitive means boring and bad, but it is really the best way to learn this tool. And this tool will really save you a lot of work in the long run. So it's a little bit of a grind here at the beginning to get to know how to use and what is the unit circle, but it will definitely pay off in big ratios later on down the road. Okay? Thanks. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay? All right. Good luck. Bye.